I applied almost over 100 positions. I got responses to attend over 40 interviews, but nothing came through. It was always regrets, 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 regrets.
Are you experiencing limitation in your career, in your business, in your finances, in your promotion? Today is your day to be lifted to a new level. Every demonic stronghold of limitation in your family, that stronghold of stagnation, that stronghold of setback in your family, right now, be broken, be broken, be broken, be broken. Break free from that stronghold of limitation. Break free from that stronghold of limitation right now.
I'm Joseph. I'm residing in Sudan, but originally I'm from Zimbabwe. In 2021, I lost my job because of COVID. I then had to go back to Zimbabwe. I stayed there, and after 2-3 months, when COVID situation was getting better, I started trying to apply again into the company, and I couldn't get opening. I rested a bit, but I continued to try to apply even to other organizations and companies. 2021 passed, 2022 passed, and 2023 also came and went. During that time, I was now facing challenges of financial resources, and it was about fees for my son who is in boarding school. I could no longer afford that because he's in a private school. So I continued trying to find solutions. I went to spiritualists, I went to herbalists, and in the process, I started losing even more money as I was being asked a lot of money to get remedy to the jobs that I was applying. I applied almost over 100 positions. I was doing a tallying of the jobs that I have applied, but some I applied directly on their website and I couldn't tally them now. I got responses to attend interviews, over 40 interviews, but nothing came through. It was always regrets, regrets. We'll get in touch with you, we'll contact you. And some you would really see that I've gotten through this. I've made it, but last minute you just hear, sorry, we regret to advise that you have not made it. Please continue trying. Only 5 out of those 40 interviews that I did came closer to breakthrough, but it was very difficult. That was part 2023 and 2024. There were also difficulties and arguments in my family with my wife because I had started a project of animal husbandry and poultry keeping. And through that, I lost money because you would get people say, keep some chickens for us, so this number will take when they are ready. When the time comes that they are ready, the people says, no, we have gotten another contractor who have supplied us, sorry. So you are stuck with the product and you sell them at a loss. So that drained me. And at the same time, as I went to spiritualists, the situation got worse and worse. There were frequent quarrels in the home. Even relatives were not talking to me. And it was just a difficult situation. And as I see my bank account going down and not having money for school fees for this year for my son, it got even worse. Then my wife encouraged me to submit a prayer request to God's Heart TV. I hesitated a bit, but having seen that the situation was not getting any better, I submitted a prayer request that was mid-April. I was responded to. On the 4th of May, I was invited for an interactive prayer. On the 13th of May, I got an interview from the organization that I'm working with, which I used to work. I went through the interview. I didn't think I was successful because the questions were also difficult, and the reasons were, why had I stayed out that long without having gone back to the organization? That was on the 13th of May. On the 14th of June, I got a response that I had passed the interview, and I signed the contract. And that's why I'm now in Sudan as well. And I thank God for all what He did through God's Heart TV and Brother Chris' prayers, that I'm now able to pay for the school fees of my son for this year, 2024 and 2025.
Ever since the prayer with Brother Chris, how is the relationship with your wife?
It's very good. Even I am here, and every night we pray together via the WhatsApp or video. We pray together, and the family, we pray together when my son is also there.
And what about the situation with the spiritualists, the herbalists? Are you still inclined to visit them?
No, I'm not inclined anymore. I lost a lot. I didn't mention I even lost a vehicle through that process. So I'm not inclined anymore to think of that other than reading my Bible and praying. And that's all I think about.
Is there any advice that you like to give to viewers watching right now?
We all face difficult situations once in our lives, and sometimes we think it's the end of the world, and no one will listen to us. And especially when you lose an income, it becomes very difficult. You are like a burden to people. So I would like to say to others that are facing a similar situation and they have not found a solution, at least in God, there's a solution. In God, even though it might take time, the moment we run to God, He will remember us surely at our hour of need.